So Count Hosney's back to normal. Thanks to you, stranger.
Quality and variety. Will this torment cease?
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe. But it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels.
I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts, and there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain. Aha! You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name? As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city? Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered. So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though. Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, you must stay away from that ship, though. It's off limits. Oh, yes, I'm well aware of this. It's unfortunate, but the terms the Guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it. I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die? The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense. Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just yet. Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from the Reachmen, and that is what matters. I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on us, I have a great many matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another time and I will endeavor to answer all your questions. All right. If you cannot be convinced to let this go, you must understand, desperate times call for desperate measures. If those Reachmen take this city, they are going to kill every man, woman, and child. Anything is better than that. Hear me out. A few weeks ago, Imperial diplomats made an offer. They have a deal with the Reach. If we surrender the city to Imperial authority, the Reachmen cannot attack. Not only will we survive, but we'll also retain considerable autonomy. We don't have a choice, and at this point, you don't either. Steps are being taken as we speak, and there's nothing you can do to stop us from moving forward. You don't even have any proof with which to raise an alarm. As I said before, the Bulse Queen is off limits to all but its crew and the city guard. You've given me no reason to trust you, so at this point, I think I'll say no more.
Interested in creating...
I, for one.
Have you come looking for a steed, friend? Fallen knights mean riderless horses. Misfortune for them means savings for you. Have a look at my stock.
Buy local! Get your goods here!
I'm rather busy right now.
Hey, you! What are you doing slinking around my ship?
Funny boat, funny business. I want to see what's in the hole, too. Crows on the ship with a cruise on the shore. South by the city wall. One carries the key to open the door. Approach with care, though.
I don't take kindly to people snooping around my dice. Circle around!
I think perhaps I had our assignments wrong. I should have checked the stocks and sent you to check the ship. I shouldn't have come here on my own, but I had a feeling the Duke was making bad decisions. Of course, calling this a bad decision would be an understatement. If we don't do something, he's going to hand the city over to Imperial control. The Queen is going to have to take charge. If this doesn't knock her into her senses, I don't know what will. We need proof, though. Can you untie me and then look around? Anything to prove what they're planning. I'll meet you out on the docks. You just missed it. The ship's captain left the ship and headed toward that alley to the south. She looked like she was in a hurry. What did you find, though? Anything that reveals... The gar-bellied bastards! I knew that ship was carrying more than just supplies. We need to move fast. Can you follow the captain and find out what she's up to? Then take the proof to the Queen. If this... I'll go and find Sir Jarnett and any other guards who remain loyal. After you've informed the Queen, come and meet me outside the inn.
Your cargo's unloaded, and I'm here for payment. I hope you don't come to regret this, Huron.
If I come to regret this, I'd probably be dead anyways. I don't expect you to understand, Captain. Here's your payment.
Thanks. When are you and your allies making your move? I want to make sure I'm long gone by then.
We're arming everyone up at the weapons cache in the South Alley in just a few hours. So I'd set sail right away. Kind speed you, Captain.
Somehow, I had a feeling I'd see you again. Tell me, has Glerica gotten herself into trouble this time? Or is it that the Duke didn't take kindly to you questioning his decisions? Oh, come now, you can't expect me to believe that. Has Glerica resorted to trying to deceive me now? This is a jest, right? Surely, Duke Renchant would never even consider such a thing. I can't believe what I'm reading. How could Renchant be such a fool? Has he given up on defending the kingdom and decided to accept the lesser of two evils? This is simply mad! Of course not, though I can blame myself no less. I'm the one who trusted the fool. He's apparently just a damn coward. You know, Aemond told me Renchant was naive. You've now given me proof of this fact. If the Imperials take Bankrai, it will be a fatal blow to the Covenant. We can't allow Renchant to do this. Damn leaving me no choice but to take back the throne. I know Glerica will be pleased to hear that. Where is she, by the way? Smart girl. She always has been. I suppose I should have listened to her. Very well, we need to do this smoothly. The city has suffered enough. We don't want a battle in the streets. We need to take time to do this right. How much time do we have? Gods, there goes that idea. You must root out these spies right away then. Do not use weapons though. That will cause a panic, and I don't want that. Find Glerica and Sir Jarnet and figure out another way. After you've ensured the city is safe, meet me in the castle, and we'll deal with Duke Renchant. The poor fool probably doesn't even realize he's committed treason. May the gods keep you, my courageous friend. No, he needs to watch his cowardly little plan crumble first. I want him demoralized before we confront him. I also want to think about exactly what to say. It has to be good, you know.
And fools, hard to know which is which, or who is who. Choose poorly and wind up dead. A witness I was, and nothing more. But if a crow can spy someone, so can a spy. But you know the true threat now. Imperials! Now, you must listen to me. Uella, they call me. Those that follow. From the Reach we come to conquer this land, but the enemy of an enemy is a friend. So I am a friend. My Reachmen march this way. Evermore will be ours, but not if Imperials have it. They are a threat right now for you and me. You need friends. Let us be friends then, and join together to beat our common foe. Temporary truce. Neither one's ever more Imperial. We work together, destroy the Imperials, then we are enemies again. I like it not myself, but you have no one to help you now. The only choice for either of us is to work together. You cannot strike down spies, but my crows can. Pretty little pets. Mark our foes, signal my crows, and we will strike. We will clean clean the city of Imperials. Then
One thing is sure, if the Reachmen attack... another sharp-minded citizen. Do you also prefer not to be ravaged by Reachmen? Strength. That is the only thing that will stop the invaders. Where can we find a strong army? Why, the Imperials are only a few days' march to the south. Join me, friend. Let us give this city to those who can defend it.
I promise you, the Empire has absolutely no connection to the worm cult whatsoever. Here's someone who's seen a battle or two. You've read the writing on the wall, haven't you, my friend? Evermore is doomed without Imperial assistance. Help us. Help us take the city from the Covenant, and we will usher in a new day. A day of security and self-respect. A day of survival.
The rumors about the Empire enslaving civilians are completely untrue. Ah, did you hear the voice of reason and come to listen more closely? The Reachmen are at the city's doorstep. Something must be done, must it not? Simple. Surrender the city to Imperial control. If the Imperials have Evermore, the Reachmen cannot attack. You will survive, and even better. Surrender now, and we promise you will remain free.
I liked you, friend. I did. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
I'm in the orphan goods business. I find new homes for lost items.
Over here. This place is nice, but it's not a home. Feels like I'm hiding down here. People like us, we need powerful friends if we're gonna make it in this world. Don't play coy. I see it in your eyes. You've killed people. Or you will. You've got the same urges as I do. Just between us, I hear the Dark Brotherhood is recruiting for some new blood. I'm gonna try my best to get their attention. You never heard of Tamriel's most elite guild of assassins? Rumor has it that if you take an innocent life and they notice, they'll offer you a place in the Dark Brotherhood. There, killers are free to pursue their true passion. Think about it. Word of advice. Urges aside, the Dark Brotherhood prefers to keep a low profile. Just remember, kill an innocent, get noticed. My sources say they're recruiting in Anvil, on the Gold Coast. I'll be at the docks there if you want to talk some more. I don't want you to do anything. I'm just providing information. Letting you know that new opportunities are available if you're willing to spill a little blood. Don't take my willingness to help out as a sign or anything. I recognized a kindred spirit, and suggested a way to satisfy your darkest urges. They'll get you killed if you don't keep them under control. And if you don't find the right allies. Hey, I don't know exactly how they select new recruits. I'm just telling you what I've heard. Maybe you just need to be in the right place at the right time. Like Anvil. Of course, I've also heard they have eyes everywhere, so what do I know? That's one of the best things about the Dark Brotherhood. It hides in plain sight. No one knows where its headquarters is or how many members it has. Yet you can go into any library and read a book about them. It's brilliant, really. Quite a few, actually. My favorite is The Night Mother's Truth. It describes the origins of the Brotherhood, although it might all be theory and conjecture. But forget the books. Everyone knows the Brotherhood exists, and most people fear them. Fellowship, safety, and security, to name just a few. I understand there's also a steady flow of gold from all the contracts. And you get to kill people. Can you imagine a better guild to belong to? Better than picking pockets, if you ask me. I'm not one to reveal my sources, but Fat Grakal told me that he overheard Seaworthy Sarala say that there have been some mysterious murders committed on the Gold Coast. To me, nothing says Dark Brotherhood like mysterious murders. Oh, I got that from Margog the Hammer. Buy him a couple of ales and he spouts secrets like a bard spouts poetry. Just the other day, he told me that his cousin Crus killed a baker in Anvil. He received a mysterious visit that very night. You really don't know anything about the Brotherhood, do you? If they decide you're worthy enough to receive an invitation, one of their dark dignitaries shows up to deliver the news in person. It's kind of creepy, but it's also a singular honor.
What is it?
Can you believe this? The Duke's apparently run off to avoid facing me. After what he's done, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Tell me, though, is the city safe? Have the Imperial spies been dealt with? Excellent. Then dealing with the rat I let into the castle is all that remains, if we can just find whatever hole he's scurried into. No, but what about Sir Jarnet and Glerica? All three of you deserve a medal after this is done with. No. Glerica. Glerica is gone? But why? She was an innocent young girl. I knew the Imperials were heartless, but do they have no honor at all? Wretched. He's responsible for this too. Where is that bastard? Yes, he's actually most likely to be down in Eamon's private rooms. Unworthy swine that he is. Will you come with me? I could call the guard, but it might be better if you and I just deal with this quickly and quietly. I rue the day I gave you the throne. What you've done is nothing less than treason.
Welcome back, Argella. Good work. First, you ran this kingdom into the ground, then you dumped it into my lap. Now the two of you repay me by sabotaging my plans and destroying any hope we had of surviving the Reachman attack. Of course they were. Have you seen the Reachman's numbers? You think you can take them all on yourself? You cut off one head, but there are thousands more, and they are barbarians. You've doomed the people of this city to a fate worse than death. Whatever it was, the alternative was death. Listen, there's nothing more to say. If you expect me to apologize and plead for mercy, you're out of luck. I was doing the right thing. Lock me up if you must, but I don't deserve death. Very well then. Argella, my fate is in your hands. You know I made the only rational choice.
I wouldn't call it rational, Renchant. I would call it cowardly. Aemond died defending this kingdom, and you'll die for betraying it. Now that he's been dealt with, we have real work to do. Please, meet me outside.
Is there no hope? I know. I feel partially responsible for her death. But if I give in to remorse or sorrow, I would be doing her a dishonor. From now on, I'm going to honor Aemon's legacy, rule as he would have, as he and Glerica would want me to. No matter what the future holds, Evermore is deeply indebted to you, as I am too. In times like these, we all need a hero like you, to remind us that no matter how bad things get, there's always hope.
Is that the sound of battle I hear? Tell the Queen the truth. Her reign will soon end. We are enemies again, you and I. The Imperial's tricks are undone. but your stone city will still fall. Through Crow's eyes, I spy your weak defenses. These lands belong to the Reach, and we will soon sweep through. You don't need a crow's eyes to see this. Use your own. Look north. If you do not spy my armies now, you will soon. Count your blessings, though. Death at a Reachman's hand is more merciful than enslavement at an Imperial's. The sooner your fate is accepted, the better we will all feel. I am queen of these lands, not that weak woman over there. Tell her the truth. After the city's sat, I'm going to peck out her eyes.
I hope you'll forgive me for being blunt, but under the circumstances, there's no time for social niceties. I am still in awe of what you've done to save the city, but did I just see you talking to a crow? So that's why all these crows have descended on the city? Gods, I knew it wasn't a coincidence. Fine, I'll give every guard a bow. I think it's time for us to do some bird hunting. First though, if you spoke to their leader, what did she say? I see. Not really much of a surprise. The Reachmen are bearing down on Northglen already. We've already sent every soldier we can spare, but there's little chance of turning the tide of battle. Your presence there might make all the difference. Once you get there, I'm sure the Reachmen won't know what hit them. Look for Sergeant Anteve in Northglen. He was just sent there, but with Captain Huron dead, he's one of my most senior officers. I suppose I'll need to give him a promotion. Sure, he could probably use some encouragement. Tell him I'm going to promote him to lieutenant, assuming we defeat the Reachmen, of course.
Those scouts.
Look here. If it isn't Strasnock's Bane, have you come down to lop off a few more Reachman heads? There are plenty to go around down these parts. Smart woman. Damn glad she's back in charge. Who'd have thought Duke Wrenchant was going to sell us all out? Guess he got what was coming to him. We've got Reachmen to worry about now. Captain Garecroft's in charge here. You should talk to him. I'm expecting you to come back here with at least a few Reachman heads hanging from your belt. We can mount them on the city walls. I wonder what Captain Huron did with old Strasnock's head. We should get that one up there, too. No? But damn! That stupid Nord! He was in on Duke Wrenchant's plan, wasn't he? I had a feeling. Well, I guess he got what was coming to him. She said that? Well, I'll be an Argonian's uncle. I thought I'd be sergeant forever. Maybe I can afford that new mace after all. Assuming we beat the Reachmen and the Queen stays true to her word. I trust her, though.
I hope you're here to help me. Dureg and his Dark Witnesses attacked without warning. My best scouts go to gather information. Only 2 returned. Isabeth disobeyed orders to look for them, and now she too. Any help is welcome. Isabeth was last seen advancing toward the chapel to look for Hatmi. The scouts' mission is to recover information and rescue civilians. We can't let the invaders reach Evermore. Take this concoction Elgeni made. It heals and conceals, according to her. If they're injured, they'll need it, but it only lasts so long. They must come here straight away, or risk the effects. Go!
Reachman filth! You're no Reachman. Stendar's finally seen it fit to grant me a little mercy. He did, not Isabeth. I'd hoped she'd gotten the others to the camp by now. She rescued a Weirus, and a villager named Laetiel. The Weirus said they're holding an area beneath the alien ruins. Isa said she'd go and see about an alliance. I told them to leave me here. I'd only slow them down with these wounds. Yes, one of the women of the woods. I was taught never to trust them, but Isa thought they could help us retake Northglen and keep the Reachmen out of Evermore. She might still be with them on the shore. There's an entry to the ruins there.
Thank you. I hope to see you back at the camp.
Oh, Jenny's outdone herself.
Another one. Curious. What do you want? She was here. She returned our sister to us, so we are in her debt. The other has a sickness within her, of an unknown kind. We will keep the sick girl away from the land, lest she spread an incurable disease through our woods. If you're curious, speak to Weirus Delphique. She's within the ruins.
Weirus Asteria let you in? I trust she had good reason. What drove you to seek me in this house of stone? Ah, you seek this child. She goes nowhere. She's infected and I must determine what it is she carries inside her. It's a seed for certain, though what the Dark Witnesses have cultivated in the fields of Northglen is a mystery. I've one last attempt at a cure. You're just in time to witness the results. Watch and remember what you are about to see. First, I'll expose the corruption. Look, you can see it plainly. Now to see if I can purge it. Foul creature, be gone! Well, that didn't go as planned. Disturbing, to say the least. So the Dark Witnesses would turn us all into their puppets to reinforce their army and take Evermore. We can't allow that to happen. I tried to draw out the evil, but my spell agitated it, transformed her into one of those abominations roaming Northglen. Small wonder we've seen no prisoners. They've turned them. And as their army grows, so does the threat on the Viridian Woods. The Evermore soldiers? And why should we trust them? If we left the Viridian Woods, they'd cut down our trees in days, and mine the land with no regard for the life harbored there. Take this rune to wither the Reachman's markers in the fields, then cut off Dureg's head. Prove yourself on our side as well, and I'll meet the captain Isabeth spoke of. She left, said she had to search the farmhouses. Are you stalling, or do you truly believe we can trust the soldiers of Evermore? Isabeth spoke of an alliance too before she left. Well, you can finish her work. Will you take Dureg's head or not? Luck be with you. We'll journey to the Evermore camp if you complete the job. We're closely tied to the land, so we'll know when you've been successful. Reachman effigies that Dureg conjured out of the earth. Perhaps remnants of power they left behind. They're the source of the seeds they cultivate in the fields. Destroy the markers, and you destroy the seeds. This land used to be theirs, and not so long ago. They're here to reclaim it. It's why Evermore is such a prize to them. Perhaps we'd let them remain if they didn't pose such a threat to the Viridian Woods. Reachmen know no boundaries. Whatever the Dark Witnesses are using, it consumes the victim. Had this child lived, she would have attacked. We've been observing them. Their power increases in numbers. Yes, we believe a seed is forced inside. It takes root within the heart. As you saw, any real attempt to remove them only spurs on the growth and takes the victim to the final phase.
You can't stop me!
I need to go. For the love of Mara, I didn't think I'd see the end of this day. Did Captain Gayercroft, my father, send you? I know Durake's plan. He has stores of seeds he plans on using to turn the innocent into pawns for his army. You must destroy the stores. With Durake out of the way and his weapon destroyed, it will leave this army without a leader and a plan. I'm badly injured. Whatever Durake was doing to me, probably trying to implant one of those seeds like the others, has left me too weak. You need to go. Finish the mission without me. Besides, if he was perfect, one of El Jenny's, I bet. This will do nicely. Trying to implant me like the rest. He said he was adding me to his ranks. That I'd be the perfect weapon. And he'd watch as I attacked my own father, and my father would have to kill me. I recognize it. And it's one of El Jenny's best. The poultice does more than heal. It grants invisibility. But if you engage any of the Reachmen after you use it, the spell will break. No. I only found one survivor. And the Glenmorrow Weird wouldn't let her go. I found Ulmad and Bendeus dead. But Hotmeat, did you find her too? I never should have left her alone. My father, that is, Captain Gayercroft, will be disappointed. You don't know him. He only acknowledges me when I'm doing something wrong. He calls me Isabeth the Impatient. Isabeth the Ignorant. Since I disobeyed orders, I bet he's got plenty to say about me today.
Scout Isabeth, you put this company at risk by disobeying orders. Thanks to
Scout!
our new ally here, the Weird agreed to help us drive out the Reachmen. I hope you've... Where is Delphique? What is the meaning of this?
I thought as much. Captain Garecroft, your scout is infected. Kill her if you wish to maintain this alliance.
I won't kill her based on your word.
Then trust your new ally's word.
I'll make my own judgment. I don't take orders from you.
Father, stop! So it's true. I'm infected.
That must be why Elgeni's poultice didn't fully heal me. I wasn't conscious for a while after they captured me. He had time to... Is what Wyrus Delphique says true? Everything I've been through. For this? And my own father won't even acknowledge me as his daughter. But it's worth it, right? My life for an alliance that will save Evermore. I'll let Delphique know I'm ready. I'm sure she won't hesitate, and my father won't stop her. Evermore has always taken priority for him. Evermore and duty. Maybe I follow in his footsteps after all. I've made my decision, Father.
Isabeth, don't be foolish. You can't think straight.
No, Father. I've never been so clear. Wyrus Delphique? Do it. Now, before I change my mind.
Isabeth! The Weird expect an alliance now after they murder my daughter in cold blood? They're lucky I don't have them all killed here and now. After what the Weird did to my daughter, the Weird has killed her without hesitation. I can't have that unpredictability among my soldiers. Isabeth was a foolish girl. I should have disciplined her better. Made her stronger. She never followed orders. I knew this way of life would get her killed. How can I possibly consent to this alliance with her blood on their hands? Yes, Evermore needs this alliance. But I need... Isabeth's sacrifice will be remembered. You've proven yourself as a great ally to Evermore. I'll agree to this alliance. Together, we'll drive out the Reachmen.
Even together, my sisters and these soldiers can only prevent these Reachmen from advancing further south. Defeating the Dark Witnesses for good will require that someone goes deeper into their territory to kill the Hagraven, Yuella. With the Crows as her spies, Yuella is everywhere. But the Hagraven's physical form is assuredly deep in Reachman-held territory. My sisters have been searching for her, but it will take time. The foul creature has wards that block weird magic. You would venture up to Jackdaw Cove? Yuella's influence has corrupted everything there. It's wretched, but if you are willing, I will not try to dissuade you. Search for my sisters near Jackdaw Cove. Perhaps with your help, Yuella can be destroyed.
I'm not used to being ashore. All this stability makes me...
You there! Wait for a moment, if you would. Pardon the interruption. I've been looking for you. Not me, but I have something for you. A letter. Confidential. Private. I have it here somewhere. Ah, yes. Here it is. Interesting. I'm also supposed to extend a verbal invitation to visit the lighthouse. Odd that they didn't just put that in the letter. Yes, the Anvil Lighthouse, just up the way. The sender ordered me to direct you there after I handed over the letter. I'm glad I found you. After looking for the woman with the eye patch all day, I figured I was in for a late night. Emily Crow? Do you know her? I gave her a letter right there on the Anvil docks. I have no idea where she went in such a hurry, but she seemed excited to receive it. Anyway, the gods keep you. Come closer and let me look into your eyes. No remorse, no mercy. Yes, you do have the eyes of a killer. How many lives ended looking into those eyes? Enough that the Night Mother has noticed, obviously. Which brings us both to this place and time. Nothing to say? I can appreciate that. I am a speaker for the Dark Brotherhood. I speak with the voice of the Night Mother. We have been watching you. You can deal death, but you lack purpose. We can change that, if you are willing. Silence is the music of Sithis, so perhaps you will serve us well. But first we need to determine if you are worthy to join the Dark Brotherhood. You take lives easily enough, and we know that you can kill. Now, show us that you can also obey. Splendid. We shall see how well you marry business with death. But first, allow me to present you with a gift. I shall teach you how to call upon a particular tool of our trade. I grant you access to the Blade of Woe, sharper than any other dagger you have at your disposal. It shall be your weapon, just as silence is your armor. Wield the blade from the shadows and let its edge send your prey to Sithis. In return, I expect only unwavering loyalty and ruthless efficiency. Now, let us discuss the task before you. A killing that shall form a covenant between us, signed in blood. The Imperial noble, Lord Quintus Gerol, has been marked for death by the Black Sacrament. Your task is simple. Find Gerol and kill him. That isn't a question we ask. Suffice to say, he offended someone enough to get them to perform the Black Sacrament. The Night Mother heard the prayer, and now Gerol must die. This is the task I have set before you. Excellent. The noble's estate can be found northwest of Anvil along the Gold Road. How you perform the execution is up to you. Just make sure Lord Quintus Gerol dies by your hand. Then your initiation, our unholy matron and the one true bride of Sithis. We are her children, forever wrapped in her cold, loving embrace. There will be time enough for more questions after you complete the task before you. Just know that she watches you. She loves you, as she loves all her children. Do not The Black Sacrament is the ritual by which a client procures the Dark Brotherhood's services. Using an effigy of the intended victim, a client pleads for the Night Mother to send an assassin to end the specified life. With no remorse, no regret. To put it simply, yes. The lives of the innocent and the guilty alike are ours for the taking. And every soul goes to Sithis, as long as the price is paid. Death is our craft, our religion, and our trade. And business, as always, is good. The wise traveler asks for directions before the path diverges. Never hesitate to rely on your fellow Brotherhood members once you complete your initiation. I assume you want to know what awaits you at the noble's estate. Killing requires few special skills, but reaching your target, that's the real task, isn't it? High walls, locked gates, and armed patrols protect the estate. There is another way to reach the estate grounds if you're interested. A series of smuggler tunnels runs beneath the withered rose and leads directly to the estate's courtyard. That's the route I would take. And don't forget to bring lockpicks. Gerol is a cautious man.
He never leaves the door unlocked behind him. The Withered Rose? A small hostel outside the city. Our lovely mother and daughter own the place, but they've had trouble making ends meet. The smuggler tunnels provide them with an alternate source of income, and they're perfect for your needs. The Black Sacrament is the ritual. The Blade of Woe is the ebony dagger of our brotherhood. It is a single weapon, unique and powerful in the right hands. When one of our brothers or sisters needs the blade for a kill, it appears to help carry out the assassination.